Hey guys, it's Laura. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little different than some of the other videos that I share. So earlier this month, I shared with you guys my New Year's goals for 2023. And one of those was starting to work out / doing some different exercises to help with my Diastasis Recti. And what that is, if you're not sure what that is, it's whenever your ab muscles separate. It's very common to happen after pregnancy, and because I've had lots of babies pretty close together, I've never healed it in between pregnancy, and so it seems that it's just getting worse. And so I know it's something that I need to fix. And after mentioning to you guys that it was something I wanted to do for 2023 but haven't started yet, you guys all told me how important it was, and it really motivated me to start actually doing something and getting these exercises in. And so as you can see, I still have a pretty tiny baby. He's 5 months old right now, and so I am still early on, I guess, in the postpartum stage. But I'm definitely cleared for exercise like months ago, and it's time to start doing this. And so I'm making a video showing you what routine I am doing to help with my Diastasis Recti. When I mentioned it, I had so many people asking me what exercise I was doing and if I would make a video like this, so I just thought I would film what I'm doing. So I went on YouTube and also just Googling lots of different exercises and stretches and things that I could do for this particular thing, and I kind of picked out ones that I could do easily at my house with the things that I already had, so I didn't have to like buy anything. And then what I did was I just kind of did each one. So I picked 6 different things. I'm doing each one for 5 minutes, making it a very simple, just 30-minute workout. If you can even call it that. It's really a lot more stretching and just like building core muscles than it even is a workout. But I haven't done any type of like workout at all in a while, so it really does make me tired, even though it's very, very simple. So I just thought I would show you the different things that I'm doing. All right, so to start off, I just got a blanket on the floor. I have my baby with me because when I was filming this, he was awake and he does not like to be anywhere without being able to see me. So he just laid right under me while I started off with some breathing exercises. So the thing with these exercises in the beginning, what I was doing is I was picturing my stomach blowing up kind of like a balloon and then deflating it back. And so pushing it out and deflating it back. And so I did that for a few times, and then I started doing a few other just kind of like yoga moves that I looked up and saw that were really good for Diastasis Recti. So for these, I'm just putting my stomach down towards the floor and then sucking it in and putting my back up, and this repeating that. And I did these for about 5 minutes, just the different breathing exercises and stretches before I started the workout. All right, so now after I did my breathing exercises and stretches, I did 5 different exercises. Now for these 5, I did reps of 10 for each of them, and then I repeated that same thing 3 times before ending my workout. So the first one is the bird dog yoga pose, and I held that pose and then I brought my elbow into my knee and I repeated that 10 times on one leg and then an arm, and then I switched into the other leg and arm. Next, I got a 10-pound weight. We have lots of weights in our basement, but you could use a brick for this. You could use no weight at all. You can even do this just with the same motion that I show you in this video without anything in your hand, or you can even use a dinner plate. I saw someone doing that on YouTube. I thought that was a really good idea. You want to start small and then go up. I actually started this last week with a 5-pound weight, and now I'm doing a 10-pound weight, and basically I'm just putting it out straight in front of me and then crossing it away from my body and bringing it back. When I do it, the goal is to keep my abs muscles straight, like square, and not let those turn, but just put my arms over, and that helps to strengthen those muscles. So similar to the first exercise, I did it 10 times going one way, and then I knelt on the other knee and did it 10 times going the opposite way. The next exercise I did is known as the Suitcase Carry. I saw this one and I had to ask my husband, what is this? Is that even like real? And he was like, oh yeah, and told me how to do it. So you just hold a weight in your arm and you just walk like you're carrying a suitcase walking through the airport. So I did this up and down my hall 10 times on each arm. Again, the goal is to keep your abs engaged and think about them being engaged as you're walking. And then I switch arms and go the opposite direction. I am doing this again with the 10-pound weight. I'm sure as I get stronger, I'll be able to go up in weight on these exercises. All right, for the last two exercises that I did, you do need an elastic band. We had a bunch of these in our basement because my husband does work out and he has a lot of different things. And so when I saw some exercises that used those, I knew that we could be able to do that. So for this first one, I'm just tying a band around the leg of my table, and similar to the weight where I'm pulling it across or away from my body, I'm doing that with this yellow band here. Again, making sure that my muscles are engaged and staying straight and just pulling away from my body. I did this 10 times on one arm and then switched and did it 10 times on the other arm. All right, for the last exercise, you have to come down to my dingy, dark area of my basement. In our storage room, we have a pull-up bar, and so I'm hanging a band over top of the pull-up bar, and I'm standing on a stool and just pulling this band down in front of me all the way down and then slowly bringing it back up. This, again, while I'm doing this, I am engaging my ab muscles as I am doing this exercise. I did this one 10 times, and then I started back over and repeated each one of these exercises for another rep of 10, and then once again I repeated it. And it only took me about 20 minutes to do each one, reps of 10, 3 times. And then when I was finished, I ended with some more of my breathing exercises. I did a few leg lunges. That's just something that I like to do to kind of stretch out my calves and my legs, and then just stretching my arms. I'm trying to do more stretches. Just, I don't know, when I was younger, obviously I was more limber. I was a cheerleader, I was a gymnast, and I just feel so like, I don't know, like not limber when I stand up. It's like, ooh, ah. I know that's just with age, but I'm just trying to stretch my muscles just to kind of keep myself a little bit more limber. So I ended the workout with like a 5-minute stretching and also some more breathing exercises. And then when I was done with that, I am trying to keep myself nice and hydrated. I got some coconut water. I've been drinking these a lot and just making adrenal cocktails with some coconut water. I usually do orange juice, but we are out of orange juice right now, and I had some leftover pomegranate plum juice in the refrigerator for my daughter's birthday party. So I'm doing just a splash of juice, a lot of coconut water, and about 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and then just stirring that up. And that's just something that I'm trying to drink a couple of times a day just to keep me nice and hydrated. All right, so you guys can see that these are some pretty easy exercises that you can do at home. If you have similar ab separation, it might help you if you start with these. I know that it is something that has been long overdue for me. This is my 6th child, if you're new here, and this is something I probably should have been doing after I had my first baby. Just some really good postpartum easy exercises to help with your ab muscles. Now, whenever you are thinking about different workouts to do, now I'm not like a complete expert at Diastasis Recti, but I do know that the worst thing you can do is like doing crunches or like full sit-up or crunches. And my midwife even told me that to think about that when I'm getting up out of bed or sitting up from like a laying position, to always turn sideways and then to get up rather than to like sit straight up. And so that's something that I work on during pregnancy and just something that I keep doing now that I learned that. So that is just because that sit-up position can actually make the Diastasis Recti worse. And I think that some women make this mistake because you're thinking, okay, I need to like strengthen my core. I have this like little belly here and I want to fix it, and they think about doing crunches and sit-ups, and that's actually one of the worst things to do when you have that ab separation. So even being very aware of the way that you're sitting up from laying can be some simple things to do just to help with this ab separation. All right, I hope this video was helpful and that you guys can maybe have some inspiration. And this is something that I'm gonna start doing. I've been doing and I'm gonna continue to do, hopefully every day, or at least 5 times a week is really my goal, because I don't typically get around to doing this on Sunday at all. And then just one other day throughout the week. If I don't have time, I'm not gonna worry about that, but I'm gonna really try to do this just 5 times a week, 30 minutes, pretty simple. And I'll probably add in some different exercises at times, but for me, it's just really easy to know these are the 5 ones I'm gonna do and just kind of stick with it. I don't have to rewatch any videos or instructions. I know how to do them, and I can just continue to do the same ones to help to strengthen that ab muscles back up. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. I typically do a lot of cook with me, day in the life type videos. I also share a lot of natural homemade skincare and cleaners and things like that. So if you're new, hit that subscribe button. Hopefully I see you all in the next video.